Namaskar, Assalamu alaikum, good morning. In the series of personal finance, after tapping to the source of income, I have brought up today types of assets. So there are, and I have grouped the assets in the two. So let's start. So first one is current asset. Current asset simply means that you can convert it into liquid, that you may convert it into cash. And for example, like you have some check, some bonds that can be encashed whenever required, some of the gold materials that you can convert, or some of the hedge funds. Similarly, the another one is fixed asset. So fixed asset means it's long-term asset. It's if you want it to convert into cash or you want to sell your business, it's a little bit difficult. Maybe sometime you are able to sell this, but most of the time it's really difficult or challenging. For example, like warehouse, so it solely depends upon the location and the cost involved into it. Sometimes like machinery, that if you have used for some years, but if you want to cash it now, you want to shut down your business, you want to close your business, and you want to sell your machine, it's the toughest task that you will face then. So these two assets, current asset and fixed asset. Then the another series, another classification is tangible asset and intangible asset. So in the tangible, it's quite as the name suggests. Tangible asset, as the name suggests, the asset that you can touch. That means the physical asset. So physical asset, I'm writing here, the physical asset simply mean all the things that are used in the business, whether it's warehouse, whether it is machinery, whether it's the vehicle, or whether it's the parking or the cars, whatever you are using, whatever you are utilizing to operate your business, that's called tangible assets. Then there is intangible asset. Intangible asset means this is the asset, but you cannot touch it, you can feel it. But there is importance of that asset, there is impact of that asset in the business, but it's not physical. For example, you have some patent for some of the product that give you the sole proprietorship in the market, that you can only sell. So that kind of power that gives your business for the long-term value, and you are using that value for a longer period. Some of the example I am writing, patent, or some of the trademark, or some of the exclusive right. That's the business that give you, that works like a pillar in the business. Then there may be something that is giving you the relationship between from supplier to the business and business to the customer. So these kinds of relationship also the intangible asset, because when there is a competition, tough competition, then relationship from the supplier, relationship from the customer really matters a lot. Because when you are starting another business, the new business, even if you are a business house and you have a good relation from the existing supplier, that only works for buying the raw materials, buying the packaging materials, and as well as to stabilize in the new product in the market. So the relationship matters. Then the third classification is operating assets. Operating assets here, the same thing, that because all three classification I am sharing, having the same importance, same value, but there is different business, different experts giving the different name. So operating assets is that you are using on daily basis, like your current machinery that giving you the production, and then next to it is the vehicle that supply the material into the market. Third, the operating assets that placing into the market. So these all are your operating assets. Here the costs are less involved, but the operation is continue, that you need a structure, that you need infrastructure to develop and to continue with this business. Then there is next to it operating, so non-operating. So non-operating assets, that means this is important into the business, but you are not utilizing it. So suppose you have a large funds deposited in the bank, so but you are not taking into day-to-day operation. This will be utilized when the new operation, new business or new something you are going to start. However, their interest sometimes are being used in the day-to-day operation. But some funds that you are keeping in the bank's deposit for the longer period. So it's important part of the business but not being utilized on a daily operation. Then some activities, some business activities like shipping, like flight operation or geographical condition, these are the non-operating assets that if it is utilized, like in the last time you have seen there was a problem in the Suez Canal and the Ukraine war. So the ships are coming from Cape of Good Hope in the southmost corner of the Africa continent. So it was the asset, the sea route was there, the water course was there, but it was not being utilized. But in the case of emergency, it is utilized to continue the operation. So these are the assets, non-operating assets. So this can be used if required, but usually it is not being used for the day-to-day operation. So there are three classifications I have discussed. The first one is current asset or fixed asset. So whenever you are seeing the statement, there may be the terms can be used. So current asset and fixed asset. Then there is tangible asset, intangible asset. And the third classification, operating and non-operating. Operating and non-operating. So this type of, but I am just giving you one disclaimer that it's not for the accounting purpose. Its purpose is just to understand the non-accounting people, that how we understand, how we talk when we are describing to the another continent, how we use these terms. So keep remember the types of asset, current and fixed asset, tangible, intangible, operating, non-operating. That's all. Thank you very much. From the previous video, if the income source have been tapped, then please pay attention on that. And if related to any question, please comment. That's all. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.